morning and happy Monday. Today is September the 9th. I hope you had a great weekend. My weekend was okay. Guess what? The green lantern is dying. When I came, he was stuck. Mind you, my fish tank is still cloudy. See? I done put the solution in 2 times and it's still, I don't know. But when I came, he was stuck to the filter. So I guess it sucked him up and he was already dying. So I cut it off so he can fall off and the black and white fish is eating. And he's dying. I had him 2 years. It's so sad. So I hope he's having a good time. Well, he will have a good time when he transitions to fish heaven. But he is gone and I am sad. So on today's agenda, I'm going to tell you everything that I'm doing. So that way you get an idea of what happened. On Wednesday and Thursday, we're testing for the fast. I'm trying to log into my computer and talk to you. That's why you're on a tripod. And you're not watching me bend down, plug in lamps and all that crap. Girl, what you doing? Anyway, so my kids test on the fast. Fast is our state assessment. They test on Wednesday and they test on Thursday. So Wednesday is math, Wednesday is reading, Thursday is math. Today we are doing, so they're tested on 4 things. They're tested on context clues, they're tested on author's perspective, author's point of view, and there's one more. I forgot what it is, but I'll figure it out. That's what they're tested on. I gotta remember. It's in my planner, but that's what they're tested on. And then for tutoring, I am doing, when I teach reading, I teach reading with a purpose. So I explain when we read on our own in the books that you get from your library, that's leisure. You read whatever you want to read. But when we're working together, we're reading for a purpose. So instead of giving them author's purpose, character development. Instead of character development, it's easy to read the story through. So we read the story through. So on page, say 2, we're going to focus on how did this character change throughout this page? And then probably say page 3, we'll talk about the character's perspective. Page 4, we'll talk about the author's purpose. And then page, say 5, what clues, what word you didn't know, but the words around it help you understand the definition of that word. So that's how I teach. I don't try to give them everything at one. It is too hard, so I give the scenario, we eat burgers and we eat steak, but we don't eat the whole cow. So how do we eat it? We break it up into smaller portions, and then traditionally, that's how my kids get it. So for tutoring, we are reading I Am Malala. That's the first novel so basically I do a novel study and I do the same thing with them. I'll put it in my slides right now. So I'm waiting until testing. My groups are going to change. Everything is going to change based on test scores. And 2 of my kids, like I said, are moving today. And then after testing, my coworker, I think she finishes. I just got an email from administration. She said that they're going to level out the classes to see how many kids are going to go. And I think she's going to either take some of my kids or I get some of her kids. I don't know how it's going to work. But that is what's going on today. In math, we're doing a distributed property. I was working on the backboard to show them how we break apart numbers. So they already know how to multiply by 2 and to multiply by 5. But now we're multiplying by 7 and it's easier to break it apart into 5 and 2. And that's what we're doing in science. We're about to start on the solar system. For social studies, I am behind on social studies. It is so much because my group is not as fast as my other group. And it's because it is what it is. They're not as fast as they're supposed to be, but I have to get them there. So once they get there, I won't have a problem. But social studies is on the back burner. I can always build social studies. I can combine lessons. So like one was like about reading a map of the North region. I could just take all the regions and put it together. We'll start novel studies, we'll start books, we'll start everything. Once I get these new kids, it's like starting all over. It's like you're training them. So by next week, I should have new kids. And then that way, my seats are already changing because I already see who needs the most help, who don't need that much help. And that is it for today that I can think of. I am going to focus on straightening up my room. Like, remember I put all those, I need to see what my anchor charts look like. I need to take out, oh, let me show you what I printed and bought from home. Okay, I have this in my bag. This, I just labeled it with all my subjects and I have a miscellaneous. So I'll show you right now what I did. All the stuff I printed. Oh, yeah. Well, let me show you what I bought. I wanted this apple and I was at home since it matches my classroom thing. I think this mosaic stuff is gonna be forever because I've been finding so much cute stuff. I found that. I bought Tic Tacs, hand cream because my hands are always dry and then my cuticles are starting to like split and all kinds of stuff. I do have this hand cream too. What else? Remember that little scraper? And I was like, oh, I can't find the replacements. I found them when I was looking for something else. And then I bought glue to glue something. And I bought something else. Oh, I bought this. You know, I have a light for the bathroom. And I'm tired of replacing batteries. And I went in my coworker's room and she had this. And I was like, shut the front door. So you know I had to get it. So instead of cutting a light on wasting batteries, I have this. I'm put a Velcro on the back so I can use it over and over no matter what class. So if you are in the bathroom, so it starts out like this. It's vacant. And then when you're in the bathroom, you slide it. And that's what I have. I printed, I'm gonna show you what my data, we're doing DI, we're doing small groups. And I printed, starting with topic 3. I always do it, but I need to start tracking because remember my grade is the retention grade and I have to have evidence that I have given the child intervention. So I printed all the reteach lessons for my whole topic 3. Then for reading, I printed all my quizzes for this unit. And then the juicy stuff. Okay, there we go. So I can show you this. So cause it doesn't matter. So I have to print it on sticker paper. I need to see how big it is for a journal. So these are the journal covers for my tutoring kids. And that's what I'm putting on top of their composition notebooks. And then like I told you, we read with a purpose. So today we're doing context clues. So I printed all these out for my tutoring kids' journals. And then my data tracker. Let me find a blank one. I'll show you my lesson plans if you want to know. I also printed stuff to make copies for my interactive math journals. My students require more hands-on, and me printing from the book is not going to work for this group of kids. So I had all these journal entries, but the standards changed. We don't use, this is Common Core, and we use best standards. And even though I could do what I want, it's when the district comes to look in my kids' journals. Remember, I am at a Title I school, so they come to check. So I'm just going to take a black marker, Sharpie, and put the standard in that way. The concept is still the same. It's just that standard cannot be there. So I had that epiphany. Remember, I take this stuff home, I need to stop. Then I have, let me show you what my data trackers look like. Okay, this is for math, right? So what happens is it has, so let me show you right here. So it has, when we take our FAST, the scores that they're going to get, the score and the level. Then it has, when they take iReady, the score, how many points they went up. Because remember, our goal is to always to increase. And then we have here that they track their data, and it'll tell you that our goal is to have 70% higher. And I have the same thing that I created for reading. And I just put it on sticker paper. It goes on top of a folder, and then I'll track their progress like that. I would check in with you at dismissal when my kids are going to, we have music today. While they're at music today, remember my goal is to clean up the little areas of my room. So I will see you guys later. Good morning and happy Wednesday. Today is testing day. I didn't vlog yesterday because I was tired and I didn't feel like it. I have so much to do. I got a new lamp. Let me show you. I got it from Amazon. I have to turn the lampshade. But it's a unicorn. Isn't it cute? So that's what I got. So you already know when you see, well, when it's not cold and you see a hoodie, you already know I'm going in that media center where it is ice cold. That's what I'm going to do. My kids are back like this. I just put them like that because they talk too much. But they are going to be in the same way, but then I want to group them by level, and it makes it easier to focus on the kids who I need to focus on. And we won't know that until the end of today for reading, and then tomorrow is math. Right now I am getting, let me put you on a tripod, hold on. Okay, right now I am getting all my testing stuff ready because I have a student that always comes late, and I'm just make sure I put all my stuff on the door. We are in the media center today, so I have this for her for when she comes late, even though I said I told her mom that she needs to be here on time. And then I just use my little pink pig. Isn't she cute? So I just put that on the door. So it says, sorry, missed you. I covered the week, but this will go on the door. I also have my little testing box. So I don't need pencils today, but I'm going to fill this up with pencils when I come back. I'm gonna have all my passes that they would need to go to the restroom, the nurse, things like that. So I have those here. We write with blue pens to fill out all our testing materials. So I have blue pens, and then if they give us scratch paper, but if they need extra paper, I just cut it down, and I have this. And then a lot of documents they give us don't have paper clips, so I have paper clips at the bottom. And that is what is in my testing bin. And then for me, I'm gonna show you what I put it in. I take the PM3, that's the one, I'm doing PM1 right now. So they're not real strict about the testing rules for, well, they're strict. Well, I don't do anything to invalidate my test anyway. But I'd go ahead and I bring my own personal computer, but when it's PM3, the final one, I don't use my personal computer. I don't use my personal computer because I don't want nothing to be invalidated for my kids. So I take this bag, well, a big bag, but this is the bag that I'm using. I got this years ago at TJ Maxx, years ago, like when I first started teaching, when those was popular. I take that. I'm going to take my computer, which is charging, is already full, but I bring my charger. I bring a water bottle that can't leak because I throw that in the bag. I bring mints because you be hungry, but you can't eat in front of the kids, so I bring mints. So I went and bought these this weekend because I knew I was testing. And that is it. I'm going to bring my planner because I need something to do while I'm sitting there walking around. So I'm bringing my planner. So I'm putting my planner in a bag. I'm bringing my school planner that my coworker put in all the dates of all the events, but I need to put those. I can't be on websites because, you know, you can't do that. So I can't be on websites. So I am not on any websites. The only website I am on is the testing website. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to log in to, I'm cutting stuff. So I'm gonna take the stuff I want to cut with scissors. So I'm cutting some of the things, and I have journal entries for my tutoring kids. So I'm cutting all that stuff. So everything I need to cut, like my science dividers, everything I need to cut, I'm putting in a folder, and I'm going to take that with me so I have something to do. Because it's all day, and all you do is walk around, walk around, walk around, walk around. And that's all you do. So I'm taking everything that I need, and then I'll be done. This is Peyton's stuff. So I would let you know how we did. I have 14 kids, but I have 16 under me still, I'm quite sure. No, 18 kids. I have 16 under me still, so I'll let you know what percentage we start off with, and my goal is to increase that number by 20%. Not 100% proficiency, but we'll see if we're even proficient today. I doubt I am, but we'll see. Remember, proficient is a level 3, 4, or 5. My coworker who has the gifted kids, she already has 4s and 5s. And I was like, welcome to my old world. So I will see you guys. I have a faculty meeting. But I do take hopefully they're done by 1:20. And then I'll see you guys then. Bye. Good morning and happy Thursday. Yesterday we took our fast reading test and we were at 0% proficiency. So that means not one of my kids are on grade level. But it is what it is. They are going home with I asked for intervention for them. And then today we're doing reading. I also have to do the RFA. That means refer for assistance, because I have to do it because they may be retained, all of them. So I need to start the paperwork now and all my documentation to prove that I have done everything I could to help their child. What else? I can't come back. Yesterday I couldn't come during PE because it was raining, so I didn't have specials. Today during my planning, I have science planning, collaborative planning. Tomorrow I have ESOL meetings, so I haven't had planning all week, and progress reports are due on next week. So I have to get my grades done. What is this on my shirt? Oh my gosh, I gotta look. Okay, but I will check in with you hopefully before I drop my kids off to PE. I can tell you how they did on their math test. All right, see you later. Hey, and happy Friday. It is 2:37. My kids are at art, and I am preparing to leave for the day. Just straighten up my room a little bit because I have an ESOL meeting in 5 minutes. But I wanted to give you a recap on what happened. So yesterday we were at 0% proficiency. I had 1 yellow, which means that student was a level 2. The rest were level 1s. So we have a lot of work to do in reading and a lot of work to do in math. In other news today, majority of my classes passed their spelling test because they see that I'm not playing with them anymore. And when we took our reading test, I had 3 greens, which before I had none. So we are still under 70% as a class, but it's starting to get better. Other than that, that is the only thing that has happened today. Tomorrow, I am going to work on anchor charts that I need to go send to have printed at Office Depot. I put up my science vocabulary, so that's something that I did today. What else? I found out my student can read. I thought she just was here until she was staff, but homegirl can read. So today she tried me, and then out of 15 questions, she got 8 right. So I was like, you playing with me. So I realized she can read. I have a student who loves to write his name in lowercase letters. So I printed out handwriting sheets for him, and I made him write it 3 times. I said, every time you send it to me, that's your homework. So he did it in class. So today when he turned in his test, it was spelled correctly. It's the little wins. I'm starting to see the silver lining starting. We're getting better. We did start reading a novel today, and they loved it. It was called 3rd Grade Angels, and that's what happened. Oh, I sure we did him. This is what we did today. It was easier just to write a checklist of every single thing that we needed to do today, and then we knocked it down. Just haven't checked everything off. So we have tested homework. They didn't do too well, but they see I'm serious about, because what happens is I give them 4 days to do homework. It is the same article over and over. And then on Friday, we do a quiz. And if you bring that homework, you get to use it as basically open book. And if you left it home, you had to do that by yourself. So we got a lot of F's. But it is what it is, because they see that Jamala's not playing with them. My behaviors, they're starting to get me. Our goal today was to increase, which means if you was at a 0%, your goal was to get a 5%. If you're at a 25%, your goal was to get a 30%. And that's the mentality that I have with them. I'm trying to meet them where they are. But I guess they started to like me, because the day I was on one, it was, when I tell you it was bell to bell, they didn't get a break. So I am revamping social studies. I don't like their social studies. My social studies curriculum is stupid. And they just got it. It's so dumb. But I am going to make everything about reading. Next week, we start intervention. So we start intervention, and we also start math intervention, where interventions come to get 8 of my kids, and I'm left with 8. I am no longer getting new students. I am stuck at my 16. But if you are new to my channel, welcome. Please go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. I will see you next week to let you know how intervention goes. And then once I have a system and a routine going, I'll start recording me teaching lessons, because my group of kids is like your group of kids. And you can see how I teach low performing kids. And then eventually I'll go down, because I have to model for all the gifted teachers. I will go in and teach a lesson of how I teach my gifted kids. It's traditionally the same thing, but you'll see the rigor in that classroom versus the rigor in my classroom. But I will see you guys next week for our weekly vlog. I do have a math and science night on Wednesday, and I'll probably record that as well. And then I will do a classroom tour. I forgot Mr. Spot's medication, but you'll see it tomorrow. Oh, and I'll show you all the goodies that I got from my tutoring company. So, all right, bye. Enjoy your weekend.